quarterback DeAndre Johnson has been kicked off the team after some shocking video surfaced of him punching a woman. Now, here's how this tape starts. You see Johnson arguing with a woman at the crowded bar, and within seconds, she's raising her fist. Johnson then grabs her arm and she attempts to hit him. That's when he punches her right in the face. This incident happened just a couple of weeks ago. This is in Tallahassee. Johnson turned himself into police. He's now facing charges, a misdemeanor battery charge. Sports correspondent Coy Wire is joining us from Atlanta following the story for us this morning. Also with us, criminal defense attorney Pate. Good to see both of you. Coy, I want to start with you. Johnson's lawyer, we know, is speaking out this morning. What's he saying?
Good morning, Anna. Yes, Johnson has hired high-powered attorney Jose Baez. Remember, he's the lawyer who represented Casey Anthony when she was acquitted in 2011 on charges of first-degree murder of her 2-year-old little girl, Kaylee. Baez released a statement in part saying, while it is clear from the video that DeAndre Johnson was not the initial aggressor, his family wants to take the lead in helping him learn and grow from this experience. DeAndre is extremely embarrassed by this situation and would like to express his heartfelt apologies to everyone. Now, a little background on DeAndre Johnson. Johnson was a highly touted quarterback coming out of Florida. He wasn't expected to play for the Noles much, if at all, this year, being that he's just a freshman. Now he's off the team and will definitely not be playing for them. Johnson is now facing a misdemeanor battery charge, which in Florida can get someone up to a year in jail. Anna?
And Paige, I guess he's apologized, as we just heard, through his lawyer, and he says he's entered this faith-based program focused on battered women. He's essentially admitting to guilt, is he not?
It sounds like he is, but I think that's the smart move in this case. Some DAs could have charged him with a felony offense like aggravated assault or felony battery. So in many ways, I think he's lucky here to just get the misdemeanor charge. So if he addresses it proactively, if he goes and does a class, if he does some community work, volunteer work, all of that can help him when it comes time to face the judge and get a fair sentence in the case.
You take a look at that video and you can't help but think, gosh, another athlete involved in all of this, Coy. And I want to talk about some findings from a recent ESPN Outside the Lines investigation. And get this, between 2009 and 2014, about 70% of men's basketball and football players from Florida State University and the University of Florida, who were named as suspects in police documents, they were able to avoid criminal charges. Coy, this report found these players fared far better than their non-athlete counterparts. Is this a broader university problem, do you think?
Great question, Anna. And from that graphic, it appears that there certainly appears to be a lot of bad apples. So one would assume that the tree which bears those fruit, the university, should be partially responsible. There seems to be a disturbing trend there at Florida State where athletes involved in criminal cases either have charges dropped or they're simply not charged at all. Remember, former Florida State Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Jameis Winston, last year's #1 overall draft pick. He was involved in a sexual assault case where he allegedly assaulted a classmate there at Florida State. He was never charged. He was also involved in that crab leg stealing incident. You also had former, running back Carlos Williams, a star of the team of that undefeated run that they were making. He never missed time, but he was involved in an alleged domestic assault case as well. Never charged there. Anna?
And Paige, Johnson's lawyer has said Johnson was, quote, not the initial aggressor. We saw the video. It does look like the woman takes a swing at him first, but is that a valid legal argument that Johnson was provoked by the woman?
I don't think so. And again, his lawyer, while he said that he was not the initial aggressor, did not argue that this was done in self-defense. I don't think that would be a good argument. What's different in this case than Jameis Winston and some of these other athletes is we actually have video of the offense taking place. And I think had we not seen that video, if that had not been made public, there may have been a different outcome here. Perhaps this would have been swept under the rug like so many other incidents like this.
It does seem to make a difference, that video. You can't help but think of the Ray Rice video that really exploded that whole situation and created changes within the NFL, in fact. Coy Wire, Paige Pate, thanks so much to both of you. It was good to have you here. The next hour of Newsroom begins after a break.